We got Jim Pickens, Griffith, Flock and Pixis from Attack on Titan, Willow Schnee, Daredevil, Kratos, Shinobu, Roswell, Fuse from Apex, Nokris, Mesa, Monsoon from Metal Gear Rising, Garrus from Mortal Kombat, King Boo, Tony Green, Sans, Hajime, Odie, Monica, Ryuko, Vora, Death from Puss in Boots, and Homer Simpson. I will now begin. As the tribute stand on the podiums, the horn sounds. Roswell gets glunched. Kratos runs and hides. King Boo, Monica, Griffith, and Vora share everything together. Death runs away. Monsoon breaks Daredevil's nose. Garrus snatches a pair of size. Homer Simpson grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Shinobu runs away. Hajime runs away for lighter and some rope. Nokris runs away. Fuse and Mesa fight for a bag. Fuse gives up and retreats. Tony Green, Odie, and Pixis work together for the day. Jim Pickens grabs a backpack and retreats. Willow Schnee receives a trident. Sans finds a bag full of explosives. Flock snatches a pair of sais. Ryuko runs and hides. Daredevil diverts Mesa's attention and runs away. Flock overpowers Garrus, killing him. Monsoon goes fishing. King Boo receives clean water. Shinobu picks flowers. Ryuko looks at Fuse's ass. Pixis collects fruit from a tree. Jim Pickens overhears Death talking to Monica.
Who
Sans receives a
overpowers
ham
who real
sandwich.
quick?
Uh, what? No. It was overhears someone talking in the distance.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's it. Overpowers. I'm just like, what?
Nah. Or earlier, Flock overpowered Garrus, killing him.
I don't know who Flock is.
From Attack on Titan, he's that one asshole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Odie tries to sleep through the entire day. Sans receives a ham sandwich. Tony Green discovers a river. Griffith hunts further tributes. Vora receives fresh food. Willow Schnee travels to higher ground. Homer Simpson makes a slingshot. Hajime receives fresh food. Kratos runs away from Nokris. Pixis dies and is resurrected. Odie quietly hums. Hajime pushes Vora off a cliff. During a knife fight, Homer Simpson thinks about winning. Shinobu is unable to start a fire. Fuse forces Monsoon to kill Jim Pickens or Death. He refuses to kill, so Fuse kills him instead. Willow, Schnee, and Sans tell stories about themselves to each other. Nokris tries to sing himself to sleep. Kratos, Daredevil, and Griffith sing songs together. Tony Green destroys Mesa's supplies. King Boo tries to treat his infection. Ryuko convinces Flock to snuggle with her. Monica dies of thirst. Ryuko sprains her ankle running away from Shinobu. Pixis discovers the river. Flock, Sans, Nokris, and Fuse hunt further tributes. Willow Schnee reinvents the wheel. King Boo overhears Daredevil and Hajime talking in the distance. Death receives fresh food. Homer Simpson admires Kratos' ass. Griffith begs for Odie to kill him. He refuses. Jim Pickens receives 14 bucks. Tony Green and Mesa hunt together. Kratos attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Homer Simpson goes to sleep. Death, Flock, and Ryuko talk together. Griffith stays awake all night. King Boo sees a fire. Willow Schnee poisons Sans' drink. He drinks it and dies. Hajime, Nokris, Odie, and Jim Pickens left ghost stories. Daredevil kills Tony Green with his own weapon. Fuse thinks about home. Mesa, Shinobu, and Pixis sleep in shifts. Odie defeats Mesa but spares her life. Ryuko, Willow Schnee, Daredevil, King Boo, and Kratos hunt together. Pixis practices his archery. Griffith sees smoke rising but decides not to investigate. Fuse, Death, Homer Simpson, Hajime, and Nokris hunt together. Flock receives 29 bucks. Jim Pickens receives an explosive. Shinobu makes a wooden spear. Shinobu, Mesa, and Death sweep in shifts. Griffith destroys Ryuko's supplies. Jim Pickens and Fuse tell each other stories. Odie sets up camp for the night. Willow Schnee passes out from exhaustion. Hajime and Kratos tell stories. Flock sees a fire but stays hidden. Homer Simpson lets Daredevil into his shelter. Pixis defeats Nokris but spares his life. King Boo questions his sanity. Death sprains his ankle running away from Jim Pickens. Mesa throws a knife into Ryuko's chest. Hajime questions his sanity. Griffith sees smoke rising but decides not to investigate. King Boo sees medical supplies. Pixis, Kratos, Willow, Schnee, and Shinobu raid Homer Simpson's camp. Flock receives 29 bucks. Hajime questions his sanity. Fuse chases Daredevil. Odie receives medical supplies. Nokris decides not to investigate the smoke. Hajime poisons Noxus's drink. He drinks it and dies. Fuse sets off an explosive as he does, killing Willow, Schnee, Pixis, Shinobu, and Death. Griffith and Kratos talk to each other. Mesa destroys Jim Pickens' supplies. Daredevil cries himself to sleep. King Boo and Odie tell each other stories. Flock screams for help. Homer Simpson quietly hums. Fuse tries to inform Kratos about radon spas, but before he can explain, Kratos throws a knife into his chest. That's the second time Kratos has done that. He really does not want to hear about radon spas.
What's up with you fucking idiots and asking about radon spas?
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
probably what
care.
he's going to. Hajime chases Flock. Griffith sprains his ankle running away from Jim Pickens. King Boo thinks about home. Mesa camouflages in the bushes. Homer Simpson overhears Daredevil talking to Odie. Flock and Homer Simpson sleep in shifts. King Boo dies of thirst. Jim Pickens overpowers Daredevil, killing him. Kratos goes to sleep. Griffith and Odie talk about tributes to life. Hajime and Mesa tell each other stories. Cornucopia is replenished with food and all this stuff. Mesa tracks down and kills Homer Simpson. Hajime and Odie fight Jim Pickens and Flock. Jim Pickens and Flock survive. Griffith decides not to go. Kratos decides not to go. Mesa shoots an arrow into Griffith's head. Flock's jetpack malfunctions and he crashes headfirst into a tree and dies. Kratos and Jim Pickens split up to search for resources. Kratos thinks about winning. Mesa and Jim Pickens talk about tributes to life. Mesa receives 17 doubloons. Kratos crawls under a glass bench that Jim Pickens is sitting on. Mesa applies the violin for Kratos. Jim Pickens is awoken by nightmares. Mesa discovers a river. Kratos severely injures Jim Pickens and leaves him to die. Kratos plays his violin for Mesa. It's so bad that she dies on the spot. Kratos wins. The champion.
But listening to the piano.
Yeah. Good ending.
Piano's a percussion instrument and a string instrument.
Yeah, it's a straight. Yeah, it is.